Hello and welcome to Wednesday the 10th of February Phonics for Year 2 for Grasshopper and Dragonfly class. Shall we have a little look at what we're going to be up to today? So the first thing we're going to do is go over those phase 5 graphemes that we all know. So they're going to pop up on the screen, and as they pop up, can you please say them out loud? A, I, oi, O, U, E, A, O, E, U, W, O, I, E, and lastly, excellent. Well done if you got all of those correct. So let's have a little look at the words we've been learning this week. We have got coming, thing, looking, and something. You may want to use some of these strategies to help you remember the spelling of those words. You may want to break them down into syllables. You may want to look at its root word and then what suffix is added on the end. In the case of our words in this week, the suffix is ing. You may want to look and see if there's a spelling pattern you could use to help you, or create a sentence that will help you remember it. So today we're going to investigate what happens to verbs ending in an X when we add ing. So far we've looked at lots of different rules, haven't we, on adding that ing. So what do you think might happen to this one? Well, the spelling of the root word doesn't change at all when we are adding this one. So here we have the word mix would become mixing. Box would become boxing. Fix would become fixing. Okay, so all we do is add ing to the end. That's it. We don't do anything else to the root word. So let's have a little practice at turning the following verbs into the past tense using the rules so far we've learned this week. We've got the word tax. We've got the word bump. The word flop. The word flex. The word stop. And the word park. We've got some different rules to look at there. We've got some words that end in the word X, tax and flex, where we just add ing. We've got the word bump and park, okay, that are the words that end in 2 consonants. So have a think about what do we do with them? Do we just add ing? And then we've got flop and stop that end in a consonant but with a short vowel. So what do you think might happen to those? You might want to pause the video at this point so that you can write those down and see if you get the answers correct. Okay, let's have a look. What happens to these words? Tax becomes taxing. We just add ing. Bump becomes bumping. Just adding ing. Flop becomes flopping, but we double that final consonant because it is a short vowel. As you can see there, we've got 2 P's. Flex becomes flexing. Ending in an X, we just add ing. Stop becomes stopping because it's the final the consonant with a short vowel. We double the P and add ing. And then park becomes parking because it is 2 consonants at the end. We just add ing. Okay, well done if you got all of those correct. So let's see if we can read this sentence together. I was just going to eat my dinner when the doorbell rang. We've got the word go, going in this word. Let's see if we can read that again a bit quicker. I was just going to eat my dinner when the doorbell rang. Now the challenge is, could you write this sentence down? Perhaps repeat the video, rewind it a bit so you can hear me reading it out and you can write it as you hear. Or perhaps get an older brother and sister or mum or dad or whoever's with you at the moment to read it out and cover it up so that you can't see it, and your challenge is to write it down. So let's read that one more time. I was just going to eat my dinner when the doorbell rang. Well done. So we're going to see if we can read these sentences now, and they've got yes or no answers. Some of them are a bit silly. We have done something like this before. Let's see if we can read these sentences together. Can magpies perch on clouds in the sky? What do you think? Do you think a magpie could perch on top of a cloud? Would you like to wave a magic wand? I don't know about you, but I think I would. Has a cat got sharp claws? What do you think? Has a cat got sharp claws? Would you crawl into a thorn bush? Not too sure about that one. And could you make up a story about a giant? What do you think? Could you make up a story about a giant? I'm sure we can answer yes or no to all of those questions. Perhaps pause the video so you can have a little read through very carefully of the words yourself, and then whether you would or wouldn't. Is it a yes or a no answer, do you think, to those sentences? So that is it for today's phonics. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye.